Tell us about Young Pimp when he was a young pimp. When he was just, when he was just Chad Butler.
When he was Chad?
Yes.
Well, Chad was a mischievous little kid. And we had an aunt that was both of our pretty much favorite aunt. And so sometimes we would spend the night over there. And Aunt B and Uncle Joe.
I read in Port Arthur?
In Port Arthur.
Yeah.
So Aunt B and Uncle Joe got into this argument one night. And Aunt B threw our cookie jar. And I say our cookie jar because we was the only ones who in there eating the cookies out the cookie jar.
Yeah.
She threw our cookie jar at Uncle Joe.
Oh.
Won't they do
Uncle
it?
Joe.
Cookie jar broke. They fighting, me and Chad crying because all our cookies on the floor.
Yeah.
Y'all better go get them cookies.
I'm about to say shit. 10 second rule, baby.
Our second rule. What the God kiss the devil miss it.
That's the thing we do.
Yeah.
Kissing up the guy, baby. Kissing up the guy. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, cause
And, you know, he being the only child, growing up as kids, we was more like brothers. I was the big brother. And when I got to high school, I was the senior. And I want to say he was in the 9th grade. That bond kind of reconnected. I remember one time I'm not going to say the guy's name because I know he's watching, but he and Chad kind of got into it one time. Mm-hmm. And back then, Chad had the white Honda Accord.
Oh, yeah.
Cigarette, he called it.
You mean the Prelude?
No, it was before the Prelude.
Oh.
He had when he was...
This before the Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see the
Yeah, he was still in high school.
Okay.
9th grade, singing in the choir.
Okay.
So he and the guy got into it or whatever. And a lot of people didn't know he was my cousin. So he threw a rock at his car when he drove off. After he did, I went up to him. I was like, man, don't you ever throw a rock again at my cousin? He's like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was your cousin. Like, you know now.
Yeah.
And Chad didn't know that story until he came home from prison one time, me and Leroy, and he was in the Texas Road, not the Roadhouse, the Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah.
And I told him that story. And he's like, man, I never knew that. I'm like, yeah, you didn't have to know. And he was like wondering why he never had problems with that guy again.
Big bro came through.
Yeah.
Big bro cuz came through and took care. What's the age difference between you two?
3 years.
Oh yeah, that's almost yeah. So you only had 1 year of high school with him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I feel you on that. I heard that noise. Mm-hmm. That's Fat Boy in the chair. That's Fat Boy in the chair. So do you remember when he started getting serious about music?
Oh yeah. Look, people might not remember this, but my homecoming year, the DJ was Dory, DJ DMD.
Already.
But all he played was his song, was Pimp C songs. It was either a Pimp C song, but not him rapping, him singing.
Yes.
So he was back was playing some Al B. Sure.
Yeah.
Then he come back with a Pimp C singing. And he was like, man, who was that? I'm like, that sound like Chad. And I never knew that was him singing until he did it was a talent show they did. No, it was a Christmas program he did. He did Eddie Kendricks for the Temptations. He was a freshman singing that part in high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's my little cousin.
How good did he sound?
That boy can sing.
Yes.
That was my first time knowing I knew he could play the trumpet. I didn't know he could sing.
Wow. Yeah, I knew by the time when I moved to Port Arthur, everybody used to tell me about this song that he had on his, I was about to say on his phone, but on his answering machine. Mm-hmm. And that was the only way you could hear the song. I don't know if you remember it. It was called Jenny Just Don't Want to Say No, something like that.
Yeah.
And so they said, Chad said, yeah, it was on my answer machine, and people the phone would just ring it, because people wanted to listen to the song.
Yeah. But he did that a lot of times. It's sometimes I would just call him to hear what type of music he had on his phone, on his answer machine.
And it was before his time.
Yeah.
When I was living there, that was right before the call ID.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And Port Arthur, believe it or not, was like a test city for call ID.
Yeah.
And so I remember I went to the mailbox and I picked on Sand Jack, and I pulled this box out. He said, "What is that, Bobo?" And I said, "I don't know." We read the paper and it said it's a call ID. Nigga said, "Nigga, put that back. Leave it in the mailbox."
That part.
Yeah.
Leave that shit in the mail. Them the feds.
It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight, yeah. I get the low from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.